Morning world. As you can see, and my girls, a beautiful day. They're just sitting there watching me because today the reason the camera set up there is the next little stage of doing the raised beds. You'll see in a minute because I'm wandering down now. But oh, look at the sun on the solar panels. Free energy, or to the critical ones, cheaper energy. And due to this wonderful, wonderful morning, and me getting overexcited about coming out here and doing work outside, I forgot to video the making of the coffee. Humble apologies, not. But anyway, right, what we have here is an empty raised bed, and as you can hopefully see in the wheelbarrow, this was an old pine tree that obviously been down for many years, and where it had been cut, it is slowly rotting down. So what I've done is I've just cut it closer to the ground, and to get rid of what this is, extremely rotten, which is good. It's rotten timber. It's all rotting down, and this is what we're going to be putting in to the base part of the raised beds. Anything really that will help fill the void in the bottom, but it'll also rot down over time, and it helps to aerate the soil, and the bugs that like to live in the ground, worms, things like that, it gives them something to feed on. So we start off with putting any wooden waste in the very bottom. I mean, that was just a brief bit there. Let me push this out of the way. That was a very brief bit that I've cut there. Any other bits of dead wood, anything like that, that kind of have no real use for anymore. I mean, here, I'm not sure if you'll see, but that's an old tree root that I pulled out with a digger from a birch tree. Little bit too large as it is to go into the raised bed, but we have the battery chainsaw, and all I'm going to do, let me get this way, is just cut a bit more of the butt off of the root system. There we go. All of that, including that. Oh, that's still a little bit large there, that way up. That'll do it. That'll do it. Right, so we've got some lumpy, clumpy stuff, and it's actually very warm out here today, so I am going to take my jacket off because I don't really want to sweat. And then we get down, I mean, this is just frith that I've cut from the trees ready for the extension, and all I'm going to do is cut it in. It's just loose cuts, nothing fancy. All it is to put a bit of a base into the raised bed, and so that it's not too, as I would say, pokey uppy. It's so I can get it so that when we put soil on top, it'll compact down, it'll crush down gently, and not affect any potential growth. So all we're doing, that one's going to be a bit too big, so we'll have to get the bigger saw out. Boy Scout, the bow saw, or as a lot of people will know it as, a roofing saw. But again, I'm just cutting it up randomly, nothing major. It'll all rot down over time, and I'm just putting it in, as you can see, quite randomly. So reasonably lays flat. What I'm going to be doing is approximately a third, maybe a little bit under. We'll see how we go. And but about a third of the raised bed will have various degrees of, I wouldn't say unusable timber. I mean, I wood chip a lot of my stuff, but it's all stuff that basically can go back into the ground, regenerate the ground over time, and it's good for. Oh, should have had my shredded wheat this morning. That was a bit tough. And then once we have the bits in here, look at the girls. You've been good girls this morning. Wanting to be with Dad, are you? They're always wanting to be with Dad. But yeah, so all we're doing is just, I still have 1-2 raised bed to finish off, putting the sides around. A lot of that, I could use the term, I've been a little bit lazy, but we have had an unseasonable amount of rain, and it's not been conducive to wanting to actually work outside. So on days like this, where I would have been having been spent time resting, I have that renewed energy within me to basically, go on, cut you bugger. And there we have, I'll get a bit more in there eventually, but that's the basic concept. Getting it in there and laying it down and building up a base layer. So I'm not sure if you'll see that well, but approximately about a third, which is about there, I'm gonna semi, just crush them. Once I'm there, yeah, I'll get in here and I will just break down, snap down, just compress it down a little bit in readiness to put some soil on. It'll be the first bit I'm going to go for. It's going to be like a stony soil, because it's a very clayey soil here naturally. If we've got the extra stone in there, it'll help with drainage, and then I'll have a topsoil, and the last 6 inches, 4-6 inches will be pure compost. So hopefully have these 4 beds as nourished and as productive as possibly can. A lot of trial and error. You guys have probably got some ideas that can help me, and I really do enjoy those comments. You might lose me on signal with the microphone. I'm just going to get a little bit more brush to put into this first raised bed, just so that you're getting the gist and you can see what I'm doing and what my day is about. There we go. This lot I do. Come on, up you come. Right, hopefully the microphone has stayed in place. If not, I should probably get told off by the technical department. Hey ho. But yeah, any brush, any rubbish, any dead wood, any even compostable material that's not composted because it's at the lower level, it will compost down. It doesn't, so long as it will compost, it doesn't really matter what's going in. And this is the general idea. What's the matter, darling? Hey, you good girl? Oh, come on then, because you're behaving yourself. Yeah? But oh, what an absolute glorious day it is today. You mean a good girl? You want to sit down then? You sit down. Come on. Hey, good girl. Good girl. Mum's over there. But no, and I mean, this is, I've never done this before. Yes, I've listened to people. Yes, I've looked on YouTube for ideas. Raised bed gardening when I was a kid wasn't really a thing. And it is a bit of a thing now. I'm looking forward to it. I had the ingredients, from Better Choice of Words, to make them, because as I've explained before, the timber was free for me and the sheeting came to me as a freebie from my friend over the hill. So I had the materials without having to purchase materials to make raised beds. And being that I am a slightly more mature person, I don't think my mother would agree with that actually. I'll stick with the old. I'm thinking it'd be easier, and especially for a little bit of slug control and things, maybe, you know, herbs, and more the summery early crops will go into these four. One is going to be dedicated to strawberries. You might have worked it out by now. I love strawberries. But yeah, so this is basically my task for the day, is to get, a little bit later on, I want to get some more sheeting. It's probably just out of shot, but I want to get some more sheeting round and try and finish those off, and to try before the end of the day to have all four of these ready so that I can then get some stony soil in before I get some topsoil, then some compost. Then they are ready for planting, because spring is in here everywhere I look around, and it is absolutely glorious. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful sunny day, and I'm really going to make the most of it. But yeah, so that's basically what my achievement is for the day. Little goal I've set myself, a little target, and all for this belly, really. Simple as that. So my girls are just, the reason the little one's staying in there more than anything, it's not about being with me, it's because she's got the sun on her. She loves soaking up the sun, that one does. And I don't know if you can see Ava over the back there, but look at them. I love my girls. I'll do anything for my girls. But there we have it. That's my target for the day. That's how I'm improving and slowly building, so that you guys can actually see how I'm building a raised bed, and I'm using resourceful ingredients. The timber was free to me. The aluminium profile sheeting was free to me. I had to spend, I think it was £5, £6 on some galvanised nail, clout nails, to be able to go through the tin and into the wood to secure it. But so that's it so far. So 4 beds at the moment have cost me, or will have cost me when I've done them, £6. All about trying to be frugal, but there we have it. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you because I've got a lot to do today. And talking to you, as much as I do enjoy it, talking to you is now wasting my time. But I don't mean that's the wrong word, people. It's never a waste of time talking to you guys. I actually do enjoy it, but I do need to concentrate and I do need to get on. So there we have it. It's only going to be a short one today because there's not a lot there, but that is how I'm building my raised beds and keeping you in the loop as to how I'm progressing. So hopefully it's been a little bit informative. Hopefully you're enjoying it. More than anything, I sincerely hope you're smiling. I also sincerely hope you're happy. And remember, yeah, those buttons, the ones down there, we've got to do like, subscribe, notifications, share. Please share, because it means a lot to me and to my channel. And the comments, please keep those comments coming, because they do, as I've explained before, you guys have become my social media, and with that I do like the interaction that we have, especially for those of you that are assisting me while giving me helpful advice, helpful knowledge, tips and tricks, etc. Remember, teamwork is the dream work. Oh yeah, is it down there? Or is it down there? I think it might be down there. I don't know. In one of those corners, the technical department, love you, is going to put the chicken logo, which will give you a link to my Ko-fi page for my Mission Chicken Fund. For each and every one of you that has found it within your hearts to help me progress to level chicken, from the bottom of my heart, I really, truly do appreciate every penny you have donated. And I can promise you solemnly that every single penny that I receive will go to Mission Chicken. And apart from that, usual stuff, there might be a couple of little videos up there that might inspire to look at something that we've already put up. That's a technical department thing. And she'll dress it up and package it and make it look pretty for your viewing. So you take care, people, and you will see me soon. I hopefully will hear from you soon, and I truly do look forward to it. Look at the sunshine on my face. I'm squinting like a maniac because it's actually quite bright and it is actually quite warm, which, considering the time of year being in February, I am not complaining. Anyway, remember, people, smile, be happy, because you know it confuses the enemy. You take care. Catch you soon. Ta-da.